We are joined this afternoon by Edgewood's head baseball coach, Coach Jason Seale. Coach, how are you doing this afternoon? I'm doing well. I want to talk first about the regular season. Let's talk about the regular season. Undefeated district champs, had some tough battles down the stretch with rains. Talk about the regular season and the undefeated district championship for your baseball team.
I think we're 26-9-1 on the year now. We played. We went to Corpus Christi earlier in the year and played some 5 and 6A schools there, and we went 1-5 beginning of the year there, and then as we got, you can do the math on the rest of it. I guess what's that make us about 25-5, something like that, 25-4, something like that. The rest of the way, we've played really well. We've played a really tough schedule this year. The guys have done a really good job. Rains and Grand Saline are both really good opponents for us. We came out on top of both of those. Played well at the right times. Had some timely hitting, and the kids just did a really good job trying to make sure we win a district championship. Our goal was to go 12-0, and here we are.
Well, you finished the first part of your goal by winning the district championship of the regular season. Now the next season starts, the postseason. You began last weekend against Blue Ridge, winning 2 out of 3 games with a 6-5 and a 6-3 win to advance. What went into those games? I know it seemed like some tough games against Blue Ridge. They seemed like some tough competition, a 4 seed out of the other districts. So how tight were those games last weekend?
Well, they're good. It's a really good district. Those teams over there, they didn't get in the playoffs anticipating to lose. So, they came ready to go. The first game we were up 6-0 in it, and they scored. They actually scored 3 runs in the top of the 6th, or the bottom of the 6th. Actually, they were the home team in the first game, so they scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th. We wound up winning that game 6-3. I felt like we were in control of that game for the most part. Lucas Lassiter, our pitcher, he did a really good job for us that night on Thursday. Then on Friday, we didn't pitch it quite as well as we wanted to starting out. We had to make a change, and it was 1-1 late in the game, and they scored a run late on us, and we were able to win it at the bottom of the 7th. We got 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th and won that game 3-2. The kids just never really gave up and kept competing, kept fighting. When you're old, we got a bunch of seniors. We got 11 seniors with this group, and they've been around the block a little bit. They knew what we needed to do. They kept their composure and just found a way to win.
Well, and with that win, the second win of that series, you earned your 500th career win. That is an amazing accomplishment for anybody. You got to be coaching a long time to do that. 26 years at Edgewood to get those 500 wins. What does that moment mean to you? And did you ever think in your wildest dreams that you would reach 500 wins?
When you start coaching, that's not something you really think about. You start coaching because you love kids, you love athletics, you love competing, and it just kind of turned into what it is. I've been at Edgewood my whole entire career. Edgewood is a wonderful place. It's a wonderful community. We've got great kids, hardworking kids. We have great parents, great support from our admin, and I've been here my whole career. We just those wins start piling up. They just start piling up, and 26 years later, here we are with number 500. It's something you never really think about, but it's nice. It's a big deal, but I don't want the 500 to overshadow the fact that it just happened to be on the night we clinched a playoff series. I want that to be secondary to what the kids have done. The kids, they were a part of that. But they also need their recognition for moving on as well.
Well, and speaking of moving on, you're taking on Paradise this week in the area round of the playoffs over in Grand Prairie. What do you know about this Paradise team, and what's it going to take to advance on to the regional quarters?
Well, I know this. They're in a really good district also. They're in there with Boyd, who won the state championship and got a lot of guys returning from last year, or all of them actually returning from last year. And Ponder's in there, and they got second. They've done a really good job over there this year, and so Paradise is in a good district. They've got a good arm. They actually beat Boyd one of the 2 games in the district this year, 2-1. So they're going to come in this weekend ready to play, and they expect to win, and we're going to see what we can do about that. we're looking forward to a good series, a good matchup. We've played Paradise a few times over the years in tournaments, and they're going to be very well coached. They're going to be good athletes, good players, and we're looking forward to getting it going.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and best of luck this weekend in the playoffs. And hey, hopefully you get 500 more career wins, and we could talk to you when you reach 1,000. What about that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I got that many years left in me, but we're gonna give it a go. I still love what I do, and I still love the kids, still love the game, and we'll see how many more my wife's gonna let me go.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for joining us once again.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.